Iron skillet, you can cook in it, you can bake in it.
And you can use it as a weapon if your husband says he don't like your cooking. Hello, I'm Dolly.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're here with
InStyle.
What are we doing here?
Well, we're going to open up some fan mail.
Yay! Let's get after it.
All right, you go first.
Okay. You always say you get first. Okay, question is, your new cookbook is called Good Looking Cooking. What is your favorite recipe in your new cookbook? What's yours?
Well, I don't really have a favorite recipe. I do have a favorite menu, and that's Valentine's.
Oh, Valentine's Day is always good. I personally like everything in our cookbook, and it's really hard when people ask us those questions. What's your favorite? Because we love all the stuff, and I think you will too. You got a question?
I do. Let me see what I have.
Okay.
Let's see here. What was unique about your experience growing up as sisters?
Was that unique? Having 12 kids? I'd say it was.
I'd say it was. I think for me, having you as my best friend and my sister, for me, it was so special. But I could see where someone would think unique.
Yeah, well, I think it's unique for a mama like ours to have a house full of kids. There's actually 6 girls and 6 boys, and my sisters are some of the best friends that I have in the whole wide world.
Mine too.
Rachel was the baby, so I'm very close to her because I feel like I raised her. Now she's raising me. I'm in my second childhood. Okay, so I know both of you have a connection to 9 to 5. As the song says, tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition. What do you like to pour yourself a cup of when you cook in the kitchen? Well, we still like a cup of ambition, but ambition comes in all flavors.
Yes, it does, and it
Some
depends on
alcohol
what. Yeah, in the
sometimes.
evenings, maybe a cup of wine.
Well, we're supposed to be cooking with the wine, but we usually drink it.
Who takes longer in hair and makeup?
Good God, we both
Well,
take all day.
It takes a lot of paint.
Well, actually, I think I'm quicker,
Yes.
only because Rachel doesn't stay as done up as I do all the time. Rachel's a natural beauty, but actually, I think
Okay,
I've got
I
it down
take
to a
longer
science.
in hair and makeup.
I think you do,
I do.
only because I'm so used to doing it, is what I was going to say. Plus, I wear wigs, and that's a handicap. But it's
No,
a
I
real
think
handicap
that
for
It's
me.
real handy. I love that. So do I.
Okay, my time. You don't get to hog the
Okay,
show.
so-
Does Dollywood feature any home recipes? Or have y'all featured any Dollywood recipes in your cookbook?
You have some recipes at Dollywood.
We do. Actually, I had a little cookbook my own for years up there. We do feature some of those recipes. All Southern people cook about the same thing. So we cook the meatloaf, we cook the chicken and dumplings, we cook all the stuff, the green beans and all. We have that at Aunt Granny's restaurant at Dollywood. So yeah, we do feature a lot of the stuff.
What is one item everyone should have in their closet? Why? Little black dress.
Couple of skeletons. And an apron. Maybe we better stick to our cooking.
Maybe we're better at cooking.
I think the little black dress is a good.
Yeah.
It is, and an apron. You gotta have an apron. I'm usually wearing my husband's boxer shorts and my high heels. What are you wearing in the kitchen? Question: did you sing any songs together in the kitchen when cooking with your mom as kids? Well, yeah. Our mama was always singing, and she sang all those old mountain songs, those old songs brought over from the old world, and we knew every song Mama knew.
Yes. A lot of gospel songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our grandpa was preacher, so we grew up in the church, and Mama, she insisted we'd sing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all good.
Okay.
Look what it's made us today. Big hair.
What
maker.
are we?
Jezebel.
You are so bad.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay, question. What is one item everyone should have in their kitchen? Why? Iron skillet. You can cook in it, you can bake in it, you can roast in it. It is all in one. iron skillet.
And you can use it as a weapon if your husband says he don't like your cooking, good looking or not. What was your favorite meal that you cooked for each other while growing up?
I usually make chicken and dumplings, and one of the recipes, the creme brulee now.
I know, and she makes a good sugar-free creme brulee.
I can do
Maybe
it.
one of these days we'll have a sugar-free cookbook too. It would be good, but healthier, I guess. But we're not going there now because I'm still going to have your creme brulee. So anyway, we like to cook. I don't remember us necessarily cooking anything for each other growing up. We just always cooked the same things. Mama cooked taters and beans and taters, cornbread.
I cook the beans and taters.
I cooked the taters and beans.
What was your favorite meal that your mom made for you when you were children? Everyone has like a favorite recipe. Like if you don't feel well, your mom will make you chicken noodle soup, or our mom would make us, it was a tomato and macaroni, elbow macaroni. And somehow how she would make that, and that was always our feel-good food. And we will do it for each other to this day. If somebody isn't feeling well, that's the first thing we do, that and potato soup are always the meals that we prepare for each other. And it's like, I love you and I hope you feel better soon.
I know, and that elbow macaroni was good even when it was just your knees that was hurting.
Were you faking just so you could get that special?
No, I just thought of that right there. Ain't I a funny rascal?
What is unique about Southern country style?
Well, I don't know. Probably we use more grease and butter. Some say it's not always the healthiest way to eat because you do use a lot of butter, sometimes even bacon grease. But, everything in moderation, as they say. But I just think Southern food is just the way it's prepared and the love that goes in it too, I think. We don't hold back on good seasoning.
That's correct. Do you like to get dressed up or dressed down for big family gatherings?
Well, both. Yeah, I think, I know you and me like to get all dressed up if we're going to have company coming, but we don't really tell everybody to come dressed.
No.
Some do, some don't. Most times if it's real special, some will at least take a bath.
For Christmas, I love your way that you dress and how you entertain our kids, and you have for years and years, and I think that's one of the highlights of our Christmas.
I'm Granny Claus. The kids always call me Granny, Aunt Granny, because when Rachel and them were growing up, my husband and I kept them a lot, and so they were like our kids. And so when they started having kids, we were more like grandparents. So they call me Aunt Granny, and they call Carl Uncle Peepaw. So I come down the elevator in my Santa suit with their bag of toys, and they're all at the bottom waiting for that. So everybody laughs at me. You'd think I'd get too old for it, but I don't.
And the kids don't either.
No, they don't. Even the big ones still want me to be Granny Claus.
Rachel, I heard you collect cookbooks and recipes. What is one of each you cherish the most? Ooh, now that's...
Say good looking cooking.
Okay. Good looking cooking. I love all my recipes and all my books that I have. I'm just so grateful that I have all this in my kitchen, and I have all these recipes, and it connects me back to each person that gave me a recipe and everything that means so much. So that's a tough one. I can't just pick one. I'm sorry. I love them all.
Well, that's a good answer. Good answer. Okay, mine says, how did you develop this confidence in your style, and what advice would you give to people on how to embrace and develop their own personal style? Well, that's just it right there. Develop your own personal style. I never thought of myself as fashionable, and I kind of laugh still when people say that about me being, setting trends and all that, because I just wear what I'm comfortable with. I think everybody knows their own body, their good points and their bad points, and you dress accordingly and according to your personality. And I just feel like you should be comfortable in your own skin and in your own clothes. So whatever makes you feel good and how you think you look the best is what you should do. We want to thank you for joining us today on
InStyle.
And remember, you can get our books anywhere
Books are sold.